So what you got planned for today then, Garish? Are you going to be doing the karaoke, or are you going to be doing not Daisy, Project Zomboid? I believe was the last thing I see you play. So we've got a bit of that. So we're going to do a bit of 6. There's a lot of 6 there, actually. It's just unexpected. It takes 2, Raiden. Nice. A good game, that is. I enjoy playing that with the missus. You still have to eat and do other stuff. Yeah, I haven't eaten today myself. Not really face food right now. I'm genuinely surprised on how much I've managed to get done here today. Considering, again, this was another one of those days where I didn't want to press the go live button. And I know, like, for some people, you've got to sort of sit back and think to yourself, well, then why don't you just press the go live button and then just see what happens? And I think it's because I fear, like, not feeling well on here and then just going straight away. It's like, well, what difference would that make? Like a friend of mine pointed out the other day, it's like, you don't get paid to do this, you don't make any money out of it, it's a hobby that you share with other people. So why would it be a problem to go live and then all of a sudden stop? And I know why, I just can't articulate why, if that makes any sense to me. What are you going to have to eat today anyway? My dinner today is meatballs and pasta. I'm hoping. Oh no, it ain't actually. It's not. We had that yesterday. I believe I've got chicken pie, whatever that is. I'm guessing it's chicken in a pie, and mashed potatoes with gravy and a selection of fine vegetables. I'm very lucky to have such a fantastic cook in my wife, to be honest. Well, I suppose it's a double-edged sword, really. It's a windfall and a curse. It's probably why I got a gallstone. Like the universe, like literally making things right. Surprisingly, I used to be a very good cook myself. And I didn't get to this size on my own. To be fair. It's the thing, when I was doing these paint by numbers before, I could just see myself doing them for hours, and I used to just spend like hours doing it. And then, like, when I was on my other chair, I kind of got into this habit of not doing them for too long because I'd be in a lot of pain. And then obviously, because I'm in a different position to what I normally am to do my painting by numbers and stuff, I was getting a lot of back pain, shoulder pain, you name it, just pain in general. And I feel like, I don't know whether today's just a happy coincidence that my back isn't as hurting as much as what it normally does, but I can't tell you why or how I'm actually able to be still streaming this now, because I normally only do this for around about an hour and a half, and by that point I'm in a lot of pain. I had to actually look at the time because I couldn't work out how long I've been doing it, which was I think that's the first time. I'm actually going to check, but I believe that's the first time this has ever happened to me. I'm not complaining. Lights are oh yay, looks like possible power outage in my area. Lights flickering here in the office. Does that mean you still get to go home and get paid for it, full pay? I'd be wishing for that. See, notice the way I didn't ask James what he was getting for Christmas this year, because, like, you know, he's a multi-millionaire. You know, from all of his Twitch money that he gets, all the money he earns. He's definitely an influencer. He's actually a really nice guy, to be honest. And he's a bloody good streamer as well. He's funny. He's funny and he's down to earth. I wish. I am munching through this. I appreciate it. Well, it's true. It's true. I've always liked you. I just didn't like the other bit of useless skin that used to hang around with you. But then, unfortunately, you passed it on to me. Or like Blackbeard would say. Yeah, exactly. Oh, matey. Oh, dear. Yeah, I wonder why he doesn't stream anymore. Is it just because he's decided to be kind to humanity by not streaming? It's not really his MO, is it? Let's be fair. Let's get down here. I also think maybe in the back of my head, I'm trying to go for longer because yesterday I let myself down by not coming on and doing it. I think that plays a part in it as well. No, love that. We'll have to watch Nick's Love for Life in 4K. Oh, I don't know. Like, see, the problem is watching him, right, means that you're electively doing it, right? Whereas actually being in a role play scenario with him, it's kind of, it's happenstance, you know, it just happened. But watching it is like, no. No, because no. It's a scary world. Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah, no one wants to see that. Yes, no, definitely not. No. Oh, God, no. Imagine if he ever made a porn video. I mean, obviously it would be very short, but, you know, even that would be too long. And you've got to, you know, it's... Oh, dear. Just even thinking about the prospect is giggle worth. So 5 there. I wonder if many people would actually pay to take it down. Hey, maybe that could be his $1 million idea, you know? And then you have to pay to get it removed. Because I'm not even kidding now. I would pay towards that to have it removed. I would do a 24-hour Twitch stream to just raise donations to get it removed. Well, I'm honestly, I'm blown away with how much I've managed to get done here today. I truly believe it's because of the paint and the thinning. And that bit down here. Over there. Get these little peaks done, and then I can just put a big old blob of brown in there. And then not have to be too careful. Just slap it on. Perfect. Actually, we get the top peaks done as well. That's the knocking on my door. I hate when somebody knocks at the door and it's so loud. Do you feel like, do you want to leave some of the hinge on? Looks good. Thank you. I appreciate it, buddy. I do, honestly. Like I said, by the time I finish with this, I will probably put around about 40 hours into it. And the good part about it is it looks like I did a really good job when all I did was do an adult colouring book with paint. That is literally all I've done. Wow, you did such a good job there being patient. That's literally all I've done. I've been patient, you know? Like you don't see people sitting at a doctor's surgery and you go up to them, oh, well done, that looks so good. You waited there for like 4 hours. Wow, you've done amazing. No. I shouldn't take too much away from myself. It does take a hell of a lot of skill, time, patience, and charisma. No, it doesn't. I actually cannot believe how I keep saying it because I don't actually believe how much I've got done. The boy done did good. Is that 7 or 2? That is a 7. So which one are you? This one here. Yeah. And then a number 8 there. And then now I can actually turn around and say I've officially done a corner crop. It actually does look really good. This is the first time I've looked at it now. I've just literally just looked over at my monitor to see it. And it does look really good. I'm seriously impressed with this. Like, seriously impressed. Wow. I just noticed a friend of mine is obviously in my stream and sent some very nice comments. Yes. Unfortunately, I can't repeat any of them, but yes. And that to there. 19. I might just line that up with the black. If it happens. Why not? Another drink. Cheers, everyone. Bit of 19. The black always gives it a lot of contrast. The only problem I have, because I put the paint pot down by my stomach while I'm holding it. And then, of course, down here, there's no light. And because, like, the black just absorbs any light, it's difficult to see how much I've put the brush in. Now, before I carry on with that side, because I'm going to be putting my hand in black otherwise. Get this done. I missed a bit of green there. Bugger. Is that green? Is that meant to be green? Why is that saying that's meant to be brown? Oh, it's going to be green now. They're not a mistake, it's just a personalised picture. Decided to go against the grain and make it my own. That's my excuse and I'm sticking to it. Yeah. And I just want to get tear done. And then the more of this crest that actually gets shown, the better it's going to look. There. There. So as I know where I've got to cut that from. Yeah, it makes a lot of difference. Hell of a lot of difference. I suppose I could. Oh, it's going to be 7. Let's get some of this black in here. I'm actually thinking, let's not muck about with such a small brush. Let's grab which one we got? It's the smaller one out of 2. Put it up. Always try and wet your brushes before you go in. Never go in dry. Out there. Right, back to this one. I always used to find like the hook on the paintbrush to be a bit of a pain, and I've always trying to take it away. But I've begun to realise just lately that hook really helps sometimes, especially when you learn how to paint with it. It actually becomes, rather than it just being a pain, it actually helps. Well, it does me anyway. Especially for doing edging. Sometimes I just get so lost in what I'm doing. I just literally just forget about everything around me. It's nice. Really nice. There. My issue is that sometimes I get really concentrated, and when I do that I end up shutting up for a while, and that's probably great for you guys, as I've said multiple times, but it doesn't make for an interesting video to watch back. Yeah, that made a lot of difference. Let's get that in there. Join these two up. Join that down there. The other thing about constantly keep doing these paint by numbers is the faster you actually get with your brush, you kind of lose that fear of like, oh my god, I've got to do this one really slowly because I'm going to make a mistake. I don't know. I suppose it's just confidence. Confidence in your ability to control the brush. You watch me make a huge mistake now. Well, that worked out well. So what have I got to do there? I've got light green, which I believe it says it's a number 5, but it's not. Does that look there? Oh, there is a bit actually. All right, okay, all right, fair enough. I can't believe that that's going to be enough. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. All right, I'm going to go over that bit again. Actually, do you know what? Let's take a bit of artistic license. And where'd it go again? Keep losing it. There we go. Here, I'm going to turn around and say that this bit here is all meant to be that. And we're just going to come down a bit, just to there. Did I get away with that? Yeah, that looks all right. I'm good with that. Do some 5 here. Got some light work to do. Which is 2. Start on that. Wasn't actually intending to do this much. Genuinely, I just feel like I'm, for want of a better phrase, and I hate myself for saying it this way, just feel like I'm in the zone right now. I don't often get like that much, so I'm going to take full advantage of it. Yeah. I would argue it takes longer to do a paint by numbers than it would do to actually paint this painting. That's based on watching Bob Ross do stuff. That's looking really good. Could do that bit there as well, why not? We're here, it seems rude not to. I would imagine that most of you guys are sitting out there thinking, bloody hell, Mark, how long have you been doing this now? Normally you've gone by now. Only reason I'm saying that is because that is literally the way I feel. Normally I've gone by now. Not bad. Okay. Right, what was the bit? There was an 18 there, and I thought I'd see another one down here that I didn't do. 18 and so let's get that one out. So I don't forget it. She's a bit of green. Perfect. 7. She's the nice chocolate brown. 4, which is lighter chocolate. No, it's yellow actually. That's weird. Okay, well, it is what it is. Nice thick coat of it. Perfect. And then we should get a nice blob of 15, which is another green. And slap that in there. Black and green always goes together. I used to do my cars in GTA in black and green till I moved over to pink and black or pink and blue. But yeah, green and black make awesome colours, especially on vehicles. Trying to get that bit there done. Give it a bit more definition. I definitely feel like I've made up for the time that I haven't been streaming as much and actually doing on this painting as much. I have to be honest, I think it's all down to the fact that I've turned it upside down. Like, not being in as much pain is actually a nice thing, which seems pretty bloody obvious, right? Let's be fair. Kind of lightly go over some of these lighter colours, because then later on I can always just come on and dab a little bit more of the light colours into place, because the blacks always show through quite a lot. Kind of ruins the painting a bit when you see the numbers, and you can't get rid of them all, so don't be too critical of yourself. Sometimes by getting rid of them, you put these horrible blobs of paint on there which stick out worse than what the number would. And remember that all painting by numbers pictures are usually distance up. It's not something that you stand and scrutinise up close. You look at it from a distance because they always look better. That's when the colours seem to blend more. So like I say, don't be too critical over yourself. And most importantly of all, enjoy it. You're not just doing this to get a finished product. You're doing this to enjoy the time while you're doing it. And a lot of people seem to forget that. You know, they seem to just spend their time and, I've got to get this done. I've done it myself. You've all heard me do it. But at the end of the day, you do this because you enjoy it. Or at least I do. Anyway. Brilliant. Absolutely amazing. I am very impressed with what I managed to get done there today. Like I said, for somebody who didn't think I was going to be able to come on and do anything, to get all of that lot done there has been impressive. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. It's been nice.